Hey everyone, Udub here. Welcome back to the channel. Bringing you another video of Madden 23, this time playing in franchise mode. So I've started a franchise with the Baltimore Ravens. So playing through that and just showing off gameplay on the LG C1. Also, worth noting, it'll be in the title, but playing this on the PS5 using the image quality setting. Overall, going to keep the commentary short here, but just want to note that overall, image quality is what I've been playing with thus far. The other mode is performance mode. In that one, the game plays at 1440p and targets 60 FPS across the whole experience, whereas with image quality, it's 4K, and it still plays at 60 FPS, but the cutscenes and kind of the scenes in between are at 30. To be honest, it has been a little bit jarring seeing the difference between, between gameplay and cutscenes, so I probably will in future videos be switching over to the performance mode and just seeing how that looks visually. Overall though, having a lot of fun. I mean, I mentioned this in my previous video, but I haven't purchased a Madden since 2018, so this is a pretty big upgrade for me in my context, but again, overall enjoying it, enjoying franchise mode, and just, I guess, glad to be back and playing Madden again. I probably will give it another few years for the next release, or I should say the next purchase, but with that, the game's getting started. I'll go ahead and stop the commentary here. I appreciate y'all for joining me. Just please leave a like, subscribe, share, and I'll talk to you later.
Touchdown passes, and make no mistake about eager to get right back out and do it again, so I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Two and a throw right away. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tua. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Well, Charles, look, this is probably a harbinger of things to come. He's got such trust in his tight end, and they're on back-to-back plays. We're seeing that on display.
And when they have that kind of trust, they're not as worried about what the coverage is because they feel like they know each other so well. They'll make the subtle move downfield, and the ball will end up in the right spot. And by the way, partner, what's harbinger mean? Help me out.
Well, you're the one that taught me that a few years ago, so I'll have to lean on you for that. I was hoping it fit into the sentence correctly.
I must have got it from my word of the day calendar on my desk.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Now, Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and this definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks, you better scout them well and hit on those selections.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 53 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Lyman can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
A run for the 1st time with Myles Gaskin.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This is taken just shy of the 10, and they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP, and an all-pro in 2019.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was hard to pop all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Or they run the option on 2nd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field and converted.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Tua, open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
You gotta make a move.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tylan Wallace his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Miami set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Throwing again on second down. Tua, he's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, it's Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're built.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Myles Gaskin, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half with his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half. We'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jackson on first down. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Get something together.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. let's see what's happening in week 2. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, and it's the Browns who have the lead at halftime. The Browns still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
Well, everyone's eager to resume.